Yeah, it's just gonna wait for some people to come in. Might climb into the truck here. It was sunny when I came out, and then a cloud got in the way. Somebody's working on something. I'm not sure what it is. Something being cut. Eagle Eye Vlogs, welcome. I'll try to read this. My son just came back out now. Chasing the Unknown, welcome. Yeah, I might have to get in my truck so I can see who's coming in. It looks like Honey Bubs. Welcome everybody. I've got some information. If you watch my last live stream, and I just might get in the truck anyway just because of that annoying noise. So, I'm going to head and climb in. Oh, there we go. Oh, now I can actually see the chat. There we go. So I did. Tina, welcome. Belinda, good to see you. I was at work last night and going down hallway H, and there was an employee there. I'll see if a few more people come in so we don't have to repeat. Was telling me that he really didn't like working in that hallway. It was he said it was creepy, and he goes, "You heard about what goes on in here, the strange happenings?" And I go, "Are you talking about Nick?" And he's like, "Yes, you heard about him." And I'm like, "Well, just a little bit. Basically, Washington County News, welcome." I said, basically just a little bit that there is a spirit in here by the name of Nick. And he goes like, yeah, there is. And so I asked, I go, did he used to work here or something? He's like, oh, yeah, he worked here. And he goes, he actually died in this area. I'm like, really? He was an employee that died on the job. So his name really is Nick. And he was telling me that there's one guy that still works there that knows him, or he retired recently, that knew him. So this happened Hey, Dumpster Dad, welcome. Not sure if this is Brian or Kim, but yeah, the last one I played an EVP from outside the building because it was raining, and they have kind of like rain gutters, but they don't come down slowly. They just pour out and they fall about 20 feet and splash on the concrete. So it was a little too noisy to try to do an EVP in there. But I did get an EVP. Position here a little bit better, so it's not so dark. Well, there we go. Anyway, I got an EVP, and I said, I'm Nick. And I played that in the last live stream. But, yeah, they were telling me that he was an employee. He did die in that area. And I asked, I go, just basically, I go, did he fall from a tank, the top of a tank? And they're like, the guy was like, yeah, you heard about it. And I said, no. I said, I'm just guessing. I said, there's only really two options that I could think of, and that's falling off of the top of a tank, or just having a heart attack or a stroke right there on the spot and dying. But he's like, oh, okay. Well, basically, this took place. I'm guessing somewhere between. I couldn't get an exact date. Somewhere between 1970 and 1973. There was an employee named Nick, and he was washing off the. He was watching. Hey, Samantha, welcome. Yeah, I haven't been. My schedule's been flip flopping around, so it's hard to get a set time again. I mean, when I've been doing the swing shift, so I know I'd be getting off at 10. I could come home, and it's like any night of the week I could do it. But now, not so much. But anyway, he was washing off the top of a tank, and hey, Nightshade, welcome. And they're concrete. They're not the metal tanks. In this building, they're the concrete tanks. So they're like big square. And he was on top of one. It was about, I estimate about 25 feet is the height of these tanks. And he was on top, and he was getting ready to wash it off. And he turned on the water, and those things have a lot of pressure. They use big, like the mains are like 4 inches, and the hoses are like 2.5 inches. The water hoses that they use, and then the nozzle, has more pressure. Well, he turned it on, and I guess he wasn't ready, or it was slippery, and the nozzle jumped back and hit him in the chest. He went back, and at that time there were no guardrails around the tops of the tanks. Anyway, it pushed him back. I'm not sure if he actually took a few steps or it caused him to slip, and he fell back and about 25 feet down to a concrete floor, and that's where he died. That's how he died. Where he died, they told me the tank he was on. So I looked it up real quick, and yeah, it's like right there by, it's actually in Building F, but they're connected. Building F and Building H, they're connected. I mean, they're right there together. They're one building now. And I found out the tank number. Hey, Truck Lady C, welcome. So that's what we got for Nick. So I can't take my equipment in, just because we have patrols, and if it is wet there, I really don't want to. I mean, it's wet and it's dirty, and I don't want to take and be setting my equipment and trying to do that. So I do have this for my my EVP recorder, so I can go in there. If there's no noise, I can't do a spirit box in there anyway, because the walls are concrete, the floor's concrete, the tanks are concrete, and it's all going to be a big echo chamber. Shannon, welcome. I take it you're new to the channel, or the first live stream you caught. Not sure. If you're new, you can hit the subscribe button and keep up, because I will be there tonight and tomorrow night. Sunday night, going into Monday morning, people start coming in, so I can actually go in there, and I am thinking about see if I could get some more EVPs from Nick. If you can tell us a little bit more about him. Hey, TJ, welcome. The app is it's EVP Recorder. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let me see. It's by let's see. Okay, it's EVP Recorder. And I'll kind of just open it up. I got the flag. Checking for updates. Basically this. I don't know if you can see it. It's a EVP Recorder by Spotted Ghosts. and it's really, really good. I like it. As a matter of fact, since I got it open, I'm gonna pull open that file. Oh, check going by. Cena, welcome. I'm gonna open the file here. Okay, this is the file, and look where. Oh, I gotta go. Not this one. There we go. So I'll go ahead and play this. There's a spirit that's in Building H there. Is your name Nick? And it was a rainy night. Okay, we're coming up on the EVP here. Can you say your name into this device right here? There you go. Did you guys hear that? Stopped. Basically, after what is it's a whisper. So I can play that part again here. Can you say your name into this device right here? I'm trying to figure out how to get that out so I can get it on the computer. I'm not sure how this files. It does have a share thing, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Maybe I can email it to myself and it's giving me some options, so I'll just have to see. I tried it in Messenger and it didn't want to do it, so oh, it's Michael here. I didn't see him. Yeah, oh man, now the sun's back out and it's getting warm. And as soon as the sun disappears, the wind picks up. So I don't know. Yeah, Michael. I believe in ghosts. His name is Mike also. Oh, he's live. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't really check my notifications. I just know it was like I had to do a few things this morning. Hey, Cardiac. Yeah, your name is Michael. I don't know if you were still here or not. I'm not sure how the weather's been up there. And see, was it in Oregon? I think you went to Oregon. Um, yeah, there's been a lot of water here, and up in the Bay Area, from what I hear, there was like some of the streets were actually rivers. But Oregon, okay. Oh, okay, Portland. I haven't been to Oregon in a long time. I was like, a little kid, like maybe first grade, second grade, kindergarten, something like that. I was really little. All I remember is riding in the back of the car, and there was like the big trees, and then I got a souvenir. It was like a little. It was a truck made out, and they took a piece of like branch and made it look like a big log sitting on the back of a truck, but it was all wood. That was back when they made things out of like wood and metal, and not like plastic and stuff. Hey, Native Grammy, welcome. Yeah, it's been raining, insane. Um, I actually had to get a raincoat, and so I started around yesterday. I was working I started around. It was an implant round, and there was like nothing, no rain at all. And I got about 30 minutes into it, and the clouds just opened up. And of course, I didn't have the raincoat because why am I going to put on a raincoat when it's not even raining? So it was basically, I just had my shirt, and my only cover was this reflective vest. That was my rain jacket. Damn, come on, get over there. We go. There. So I hope everybody else is doing pretty good. It's going to take several days for it to dry out. We still got clouds today, but they're not rain clouds. They come in, block the sun, the wind picks up, and then it pops back out and the temperature raises about 15 degrees. Oh, I haven't got a cold yet. I've been trying to avoid that. But yeah, I've been doing my my CBD oil. And that's what's getting me getting me through. Cause oh god, it's bad. Try to get this back. There we go. It's bad. And then I put in anywhere between, like yesterday, I was there. I probably put it somewhere between 6 and 7 miles in an 8-hour shift. But I do gotta say that I woke up this morning, and it's gonna be a nameless shout out. You know who you are. I woke up this morning, checked my email, and it was like I wasn't even awake yet. I was like, "Is this real? Is this real?" I got one of my subscribers. Thank you very much. Sent me a considerable PayPal donation, and that's going to go towards a night vision camera that I've been trying to save for. And if you've been watching my streams, I've been wanting to get one for a while. Big leap forward. You know who you are. Like I said, thank you. I'm not gonna. They don't want their name mentioned, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that was like totally caught me off guard. I was like trying to rub my eyes, and I'm like, I wasn't even awake yet. It was like I was still laying in bed, and I just checked the phone. Tell Michael, I said, hey, what's up? EV, peace. So if he goes back and watches this, Michael, EV, peace. And I did get I had to get me a pair of boots. They're not expensive boots. I mean, they were like $35 at Walmart, but I needed something with better ankle support because that was one of the issues. I don't feel it until I start walking a long distance, and then my right knee starts messing up, and I gotta kind of walk a little funny, and then that throws my left ankle. I guess my weight's not coming. It's coming down a little too much on my left ankle, so it's that's starting to hurt, and it's starting to move up into my left knee. So I start dropping more CBD oil, but Cuddly Kathy, welcome. I've seen some new names in here. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. Um, make sure you ring the notifications bell, because I'll probably try to do some EVPs there with that. I'll just keep the good ones and then play them for you on, well, I work Monday and Tuesday and get off Tuesday at Wednesday morning. So if I don't do a live stream on Monday to go over this stuff, I'll probably do something on Wednesday, so I can play if I get any EVPs. If I don't, I can still update. What I found out about Nick. See if we can find more out about him personally. He had a family, had a wife, had any kids. We'll just see. Okay, there we go. I thought I lost it. We'll see what we can get from there. And something else happened last night, and it was like, it was so fast. I'm not even sure it was real or if it was just my brain trying to. RJY, Crazy Lady, welcome. I'm not sure if it was real or it was just my brain trying to scramble to make sense out of something. But it was, some people have seen like an older man. I'm not sure. Actually, a lot of people, they refuse to work graveyard because they do see stuff. One of the guards, they're like, no, I'm not working graveyard anymore, because they admitted they sat in there their whole shift because they've seen before. They've seen an old guy around the tanks, and they'll just sit in there like the whole shift, whole 8 hours, and then they have to show some tokens being hit, so they'll go out and they'll hit everything between 5 and 6, which is, I mean, they were going to really have to step it out to get that done. But I was right there by the guard shack, and there's a tree kind of next to it, and there's like a little yard. It's the cyclone fence, but it's only like 3.5 feet tall or so. It's, just kind of to divide parking from that. And I was out, and I threw something in the trash can, and I looked up, and as I looked up, I seen the tree, and right next to the tree, I swear I saw a man, and he was wearing either a light gray or like a beige, and it was just for like a fraction of a second. And as soon as I looked up, it was like I seen that, and then it instantly, I'm not sure if it disappeared or it actually kind of moved, like, it looks like it moved into the tree. And I was like, I mean, it happened so fast, I actually, like my eyes were started to cross. I felt like cross-eyed or something for a second, and I was like, I had to like step back, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell was that? What did I just see? But it was like a fraction of a second, like maybe a tenth of a second, just barely enough time for my brain to recognize something there, and then something no longer there. And it just literally blew me away. Okay, Eagle Eye Vlogs, Paranormal, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. You have a good day and be safe. And I imagine, yeah, it's still daytime where you're at. But that was just, I mean, that experience, it was just like, whoa, what the hell? So I'm anxious to see if I can catch, my target's going to be Nick. I may actually go out, if there's not too much noise, and walk around the tanks and just ask if there's anyone here. Can you tell me your name? And see if I can get other names like that. But I really want to try to get some details on Nick. bouncing around. I just had to come in here because it was sun is like temperature fluctuations from cold to warm. Okay, thanks, Cardiac, putting that up. Yeah, they're not required anything. I mean, if you can, it doesn't have to be a huge amount, $1, $2. I mean, whatever you can put in. I understand right now. Yeah, it's I just started actually getting my decent checks. Well, the first one that hit was rent. So rent took everything, and then the next one I had a lot of other bills of car insurance, this and that took most of it. So I actually had a little bit left over this time to give me some boots, but I just got to adjust a little bit because where I had been working, I could get $20 to $25 a week in gas would get me there all 5 days. Now it's like, not kidding, like $70 a week, but that's where the hours are. Plus, it's the same company that, not the same company that I worked for, but the same company that hired, that contracted us. So they requested, like, hey, hire this guy, bring him over. I worked for the wine group for, it's 2011, January 2011. That's their location. So hey, Chasing the Unknown, welcome. Sorry, I wasn't paying enough attention to the chat. Oh, you've been here for a while. I want to come on and update everybody on that. Share that experience. That, I don't know, it just seems so weird. It was like, because I actually got a sensation off of that when it happened. It's not like, oh, okay, that's just my mind playing tricks. No, I actually got a sensation. It's like, whoa. Oh, wow. Something else I mentioned, inside a hallway H, like I said, they're all concrete tanks, so they got to go inside. Now they use a sprinkler system where they just they open the top, like a little door on top, put a sprinkler inside, and it kind of washes down. Before they did that, they would actually have to climb into the tank and take those hoses that I was telling you about, the high pressure hoses, and wash the tanks down that way. Wash them down, sanitize them. And what they did is, of course, you just have one little opening. It's like 2 feet wide, a 2-foot circle that they have to climb in at the bottom. And then they'd open the top and they'd put a light there so they could see inside the tank. And these were, I mean, it's not like they just had a lamp. It was like these were light fixtures that they could set up there. They were a light fixture, and they had like a glass tube that went over them. And so they sealed it up like watertight because they were squirting water. And anyway, the guy said, he's like, I'd be in there, and all of a sudden the light would go out. It would burn out. And they'd have to go, and he goes, I'm not gonna wait while they go and they get another bulb to replace it. So he's like, I'm getting out of here. But he said what happened is when they would go to replace the bulbs inside the glass wouldn't just be like a burnt filament. They would be shattered. The glass bulb itself had literally shattered inside there. And all the little pieces were inside there, and they'd have to dump it out. They put a new light in there, and they go. He said that was happening all the time, and just in that hallway, in that area. And he said that's another freaky thing that really. And he was like, there was no way. He goes, I heard the stories. There's a picture in the lab, and they actually have the picture in the lab, and the custodians took a picture of the picture, and you can see that you got workers down working around, and then way up on top of one of the tanks, there's like, you can like barely make out a person standing there. But there shouldn't be a person up there when I took the picture. Arlene, welcome. I kind of got up a little bit late myself. I got home last night. I was all jazzed up. I actually had to stop at the grocery store, so I didn't get home till midnight from work. And it takes me an hour to drive, so yeah. Actually went to the grocery store because I couldn't before I went to work. Got me some stuff, just the basics. But I actually did a splurge and get a few bottles of soda. So how's everybody else doing today? I hate those notifications. I can't touch them. I think I'm gonna have to lay down and take a nap. I know that because I gotta go in to do the shift graveyard. I worked swing shift yesterday. I gotta do graveyards the next 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night. No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's see. Wow, I feel like too much. But today's Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. Alright, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Maybe I get off Tuesday morning. Yeah, okay, that's it. I used to go on Tuesday night. I get off Tuesday morning. Okay, and that's considered Monday night. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and I come back. Okay, yeah. So I got four more days in their graves. One of them's at 12, which kind of helps out a little bit. We had one girl got in a wreck here about a month ago, and she broke her ankle, so she's going to be out of work for probably another month. Then we'll have to see. But yeah, so that extra 4 hours a week I can put towards freaking $70. That's there. I think about getting a small car, but I've had this truck. I bought it new at the end of 2000. I've kept up with the oil change, the transmission service, the rear differential. It's like, it's got almost 160,000 miles on it, but I know it's been taken care of mechanically. I got a little cosmetic stuff that's like, it's no big deal. My headliner's hanging down. Most of it's gone. I got a crack in the dash, but that doesn't keep the engine from running, so I haven't really worried about that. So I was like, yeah, but it's like, there's not really anything else around here locally right now. If there was, if something opens up, I'm game for it, but yeah, I can't sit there and just hang local and take 16 to 24 hours a week. Not gonna work. Not gonna pay the rent. Not gonna pay utilities. As a matter of fact, I just paid the utilities, my gas and electric today out of this check because I missed the payment in December because 2 days a week. I'm like, I can't do it. So I had to pay 2 months, which it wasn't too bad. Got that done now. So is anybody native Grammy went to bed about 5 a.m. Oh, I think I beat you. I think I got to bed. I'm probably around between 2 and 3. Probably around 3. Cause I laid down. I was watching something here on YouTube, and I can't remember what it was. It was, I don't know if it was a stream or videos. Cause I was kind of in and out. It's like, oh yeah, this looks good. Next thing I know, I woke up and it's like, I think it was probably a live stream because it's like, um, when they ended the live stream, I still got that picture there. It says, live stream ended. Like, okay. Oh, it ended 2 hours ago? Oh, okay. I hope they took out that Common Core stuff. I mean, my kids were already out of school when they started doing that, but I seen some of that, and I was like, what the hell? It's turning math into like little pictures and squares and circles, and I was like, what the hell? I just couldn't figure it out. It's like okay, basic. You could like maybe add things together if there was a certain logic to it, but it's like, how do you start finding the square root of 3 squares and 2 circles? Divide 4 stars by a square and 2 triangles. How in the hell do you pull that off? Hey, Jamie Ray, welcome. Oh, I just started about a little over half an hour ago. I really didn't set up a time. I talked to a few people. I do be doing one today to update on the Nick. So I do that kind of at the beginning. I found out how he died, where he died. We're this weekend gonna try to get more personal information from him. Because I had some friends who had kids that were actually having to do that, and I was like, what the hell? How are you gonna do this? So you're gonna teach them this, and then when they actually start getting into a little more complex, um, it's like, okay, now we have to change it. I know everybody learned this. Now we're having to change it to real numbers, so things can work because you can't. You just can't do it. 2 squares, a circle, point, triangle, triangle, square, circle, triangle, triangle. What? I just do numbers. But I wanted to update everybody on that. Oh, I got 12 people. Yeah, I went through all. I had all I needed left to do for my uh, Justice of Administration degree was get through a mini academy, and I got to. That's all I had to do left. I already talked to somebody in probation. Yeah, we bring you on, and all of a sudden there was a hiring freeze. And that was back in like 2008, 2009. And it was a hiring freeze. I was like, oh crap. Well, hopefully things will get better. I can't afford to really pay for a class if they're free. I put a freeze on the hiring, and now it's like it's not going to happen because my leg ain't gonna. Hey, Lady Abraxas, welcome. My joints are not going to let me. You have to be able to like pick someone up and fireman carry for so many feet, in case there's a fire or something. You gotta get unconscious people out. Hell, I'd do good to get my own butt out, let alone pick up somebody and lug them out or drag them. It's like, okay, I'm already dragging myself. Can't put another 150 pounds on there, and I'm not going to be moving that person. So that's pretty well done. Not going to happen. Roll this window down a little bit more. Whoops. Well, thanks, Jamie Ray. I did that back in 83 to 85 in the Army stationed at Ford Island in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. What I did there was the Beechcraft. So it's like if you ever see the movies, you see those boats coming in, they get up to the beach, they drop the ramp, and you have troops getting off, you get vehicles pulling out. That's what I did. I would drive the boat, and then whenever we take the beach, I'd get on the machine gun. And at that time, we used the M60 machine gun. And provide some cover fire. But that was my excitement. Of course, that was not during wartime. There was no wartime. The biggest event was the barracks bombing in Beirut back in '83. And then, of course, right after that, I was like, we're going to be going in here, we're going to be going in there. It's like, dude, we're in Hawaii. Why would they pull our unit for something like that? Medical assistant. Is that like a clinic or like a dentist office? Medical assistant? Medical assistant. Like hospital or like clinic or something? Oh, Samantha, you're still here. Good. I've been missing some of chat as I've been rattling on. Raymond, welcome. Go back chat. There we go. We're going from Texas to Colorado. Kind of a big weather change there, especially this time of year. My first wife, she had I think he was in the Air Force. She was married to a guy in the Air Force, and he had been stationed. And this is what the military will do to you, because they will mess with you. He was stationed in Alaska for like 8 or 9 years, and then they give him orders and transfer him from Alaska to Texas in the summertime. So yeah, he goes from one extreme to the other, and they were dying. That's probably where I'd go. Texas. If I ever win the lotto, I don't even need the big prize. Just give me something 6 digits. Even if it only starts with a 1. Yeah, I would be out of here real quick. Got my truck and just sit there and have a. Hey, Ray the fam, welcome. I don't know how long you've been here, Ray, but I go over all the stuff that I found out about Nick, and you heard the recording. Yeah, Ray came by and dropped off some uh, seasoned roast beef, sliced up. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to be making contact with Nick, and I found out where he died, how he died, uh, the tank. So I looked up the area, so I'm going to go in there over the weekend. I hope they don't have a lot of hoses laying out and about, because I really don't want to have to be stepping over those. I got me some new boots for better ankle support, so I was just wearing my I got Rockports that I was wearing, and those are like, they're cut like a regular tennis shoe. They don't go up; they're below the ankle. So hopefully these will go up. These go up above the ankle, and you tie them, and then they have a zipper on the side. On the inside, you can zip and unzip. So I got to kind of get them adjusted today before I go to work tonight. But at least I'll have some ankle support, so I hope that'll help. Okay, thanks for coming in, Ray. Or Raymond. Not Ray the fam, Raymond. Appreciate it. Wow, 15 people. Man, that's quite a bit. I'm not used to having that many. Sometimes like if I get a raid, it would go over, but and then 22 thumbs up. That's outstanding. But yeah, I kind of like. Oh, oh, that's my. I was seeing that little line there, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I see the sky. Let's see what the heck we got. We'll roll this. And Christy, thank you. Let's get an email. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. That will be going towards a good quality night vision camera. I look at some; they're too cheap. I look at the ratings and see, but yeah, I want to get one that's get it and do it right. That will definitely help. It's like yeah, this is my live stream. Am I also? I still got what you brought me the last time. That night, I left the smaller bag is there at work, and then I brought the bigger bag home, and I got that up in the freezer, and then I got a smaller bag in my fridge here. So it's still okay. Sonny, yeah. I was going to try to get something newer and do the little SD cards. And here's Michael. In case you don't worry, watch it. Michael, EV Peace. Jerry Woodshop and Outdoors, welcome. Let's see what else we got coming in. And we got Michael. Okay. But so that's what I'm going to do this weekend. And hopefully, because this week I had a lot of stuff to take care of. So, but Ray, like next Wednesday, if okay, and it was also raining. So, if it's not raining this next Wednesday, because I know we wanted to get out, but then we had that storm. Just like it was just like day after day after day. So, my equipment is not water resistant, let alone waterproof. Rogue Exploration, welcome. Jacqueline, welcome. And yeah, that's how I got one in there. A video. I just kind of went over it. It was at the old location, the old place where I worked. I was standing next to a piece of equipment that happened to transfer to where I'm at now. When I feel something playing with my ear, and yeah, I tried. I thought at first it was a bug. Yeah, it wasn't a bug. There was nothing there. And as soon as I took my hand away, it started again. So it's like, okay. Um, I was kind of just reviewing some EVP on that, and there was like at one point, I'm not sure if it came through the box or it was directly into the camera, because it was like usually when you hear it over the box, it's got like a little bit of the white noise mixed in. This was like somebody was standing right next to me. It was like perfectly freaking, I mean, clear. I have to go back and slow it down to make out what's being said, but it was like crystal clear. So I'm thinking somebody was there. There was a spirit there, and it did not talk into the box. It talked directly into. I'm gonna fix this. It talked directly into the camera. There we go. That sun out. Still a little bit there, but yeah, it was incredible. And I got that up. I gotta go over that in a little bit. I don't even know what time it is right now. I think I started this around noon, so it's probably close to 1. I was gonna lay down about probably 3:30 or something and try to catch a couple hours, and then get up and start getting ready, slowly getting ready for work. Yeah, I can only do one at a time. Well, I can start up both phones, but I like to keep this one. I just like to use it for live stream instead of viewing. That way, when I get off here, I'm going to go right in and plug it into charge. That way I know if I ever want to jump on, I'm not going to have a battery at 50% or 40%. Oh, it's 103? Okay. Yeah, I just may lay down at 4 to go between 4 and 6 and hope I can catch some time. Because I have to leave. Well, I could actually go to 6:30, but it takes time for me to get my brain woke up even when I take a nap. I can't just pop my eyes open and hop out on the floor and start running. I can't do that anymore. Oh, that reminds me. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We're still trying to get we got a location. It's gonna be for the T-Pit team. It's gonna be at the founder's home. It's haunted. People have died there, been buried on the property. Graves moved later. A lot of activity there. And one thing that they got is, I can't remember, I think it was a Vivitar, he said. A Vivitar 360 degree camera. And he wants to use that for an investigation. So, you know how, like, when you got your camera and you're looking one way, spirits like to be off to the side or behind you and moving things? We got ya. Also, it was like a blank and the picture started appearing. I never heard of that. Okay, Arlene, thanks for coming in. Be safe at work. RJY, crazy lady. I just do the best you can. That's all. I mean, nobody starts off a master of everything. And that's what, when some people's like, oh, I don't know how to edit. I don't want to try because I don't know how to edit. It's like, you learn to edit like everybody else did. You start, you get the basics, and then you just keep working at it and working at it and working at it. Nobody sits there and gets something and then automatically starts off near the top. You got to start, you got to work, and the more you do it, the better you get. I mean, if you look at a few of my first videos, I didn't even have I didn't have a 1080p camera. I had literally I was running off of like 9 and 10-year-old cameras. That was like, they didn't have the widescreen. Um, I did have a video camera that had a widescreen screen option, but the only way you could do that is you had to save it to one of those little, those little CD mini discs. It's like, like 2.5, 3 inches. That's what you had to do. So you could put it on the 16:9, but it would only record onto the little disc, and it didn't work so hot. I tried it, and it was like, it would look real good, and then all of a sudden it was like half the stuff would be pixelated, and then scratchy and fuzzy, and then the picture would come back, and then jump out. It's like, okay, this is not going to work. So the sun keeps moving further and further. But yeah, it's basically, I think it was like something like 480, 480p or 360p. That's what I was recording with. Audio was pretty good on the actual video camera. The audio was real good. It had real good mics in the front. I could get good off the EVPs. Just the picture was lacking. Yeah, you just keep doing it. That's all you got to do. Yeah, so I'm trying to get back into, I said schedule, situated around. It's like, even the one I have right now, it's temporary. It's temporary. I don't know if it's going to change much on the days and times, except I know when the girl comes back, I won't be doing a 12-hour shift on Sunday, or actually it's Saturday night to Sunday morning, so however you want to look at it. I won't be doing a 12-hour, but are my days going to stay the same? Because they've like flip-flopped. Even after I hit full-time, it was like I was doing swings, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm shoved over to Graves, and I don't know if it's because it's like that's the coldest time of the year. The graveyard shift sucks. Um, so if they leave me on Graves, and when it starts getting hot, then don't put me over on swings. Leave me on Graves, because I don't want to go from freezing to 102 degrees, walking around with a reflective vest on. So I'll just have to see. That's what I'm trying to get my day set up again. Hey, Paranormal Mama, welcome. Find out. So it's like I could start doing more. I could get used to. Right now I'm trying to get used to the bed graveyards again. So, oh, your spare box? Okay. Are you getting the SB7, Belinda? Well, I appreciate you coming in. Oh, I'm covering my face. I'm trying to cover the sun. I appreciate you coming in, Paranormal Mama. Seems like I've only been doing a live stream once a week, where I was doing it 2 to 3 times a week. As soon as the weather clears up a little bit, I'll be doing cards again. Try to do that once a week. Oh, yeah. I'm having a hard time just keeping this right here, this steering wheel, because I got to keep it in my hand. I'm trying to keep the sun out. Um, I'm going to get inside. I need to get a few more things done in there before I try to lay down. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Jacqueline, you have a good day, Jacqueline. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close this down so I can get a few, 14 people. I hate doing this. I know I got to get stuff taken care of instead of waiting until the last minute when I'm trying to get out of here, and it's like, oh crap, I got to get these boots adjusted. Hey, thanks, Paranormal Mama. I want to thank everyone for coming in today. I appreciate it. Taking time out of your day to come into the stream. I'll talk to you later, Ray. So everyone have a good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. And until I get, after I get some EVPs on Nick, I'll be back. And everyone stay safe.